myself Sharanesh D. I am a guest lecturer of Government First Grade College Kurgod. Subject today, subject corporate accounting. First, chapter number 3rd, accounting of holding companies according to VSK University, Ballari. Syllabus. Let us we see problems based on dividend. Now let us see the question. The Major Limited acquired 80% of the shares of Minor Limited 1/4/2015 at a total cost of rupees 4,25,000. The statement of assets and liabilities of the two companies as on 31/3/2016 are given below. So I have to take column here, particulars, note Major Limited and Minor Limited. Next. First, remember first equity and liabilities. Under equity and liabilities, first one, shareholders fund. Under shareholders fund, we have to know that share capital, note number 1, major company 7 lakh and minor company 2,50,000. Reserves and surplus, note number 2, major company 6,50,000 and minor company 1,65,000. Next, current liabilities, trade payables, note number 3, major company 70,000, minor company 65,000. Total equity and liabilities, major company 14,20,000, minor company 4,80,000. Next, Roman number second. Under Roman number second, assets. Under assets, first one, non-current assets. Under non-current assets, tangible fixed assets. Note number 4, 6,15,000 major company and minor company 2,94,000. 2,94,000. Non-current investments. Note number 5, major company 4,25,000, minor company nil. Under assets, number 2, current assets. Inventories, note number 6, major company 1,55,000, minor company 170,800. Trade receivables, so note number 7, major company 1,20,000, minor company 62,700. Cash and cash equivalent, note number 8, major company 1,05,000, minor company 52,500. Total assets 14,20,000 and so major company and minor company for 4,80,000. Both side assets and liabilities, both side same. Next, explanations of notes to accounts. First one, note number first, share capital explanation. Equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid up. Note number fully paid up. Major company 5 lakh and minor company 2,50,000. Preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid up. 2 lakh major company, minor company nil. Share capital total, you have to take it above the assets and liabilities. So 7 lakh and 2,50,000. Next, note number 2, explanation. Reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus, you have to take under reserves and surplus. Reserves account 3,50,000 major company and 15,000 minor company. Profit and loss account credit balance 3 lakh major company, 1 lakh 50,000 minor company. Total reserves and surplus major company 6 lakh 50,000 and minor company 1 lakh 65,000. Next, note number 3, trade payables, sundry creditors 70,000 major company and 65,000 minor company. Total trade payables 70,000 my major company and 65,000 minor company. Note number 4, tangible fixed assets, land and building 4 lakh 65,000 major company, 1 lakh 85,000 minor company. Machinery 1 lakh 50,000 major company, 1 lakh 9,000 minor company. Tangible fixed asset total 6 lakh 15,000 major company, 2 lakh 94,000 minor company. Note number 5, non-current investment 80% shares of minor limited, amount is 4 lakh 25,000 major company only and minor company nil. Non-current investment is 4 lakh 25,000 major company and minor company nil. Next, note number 6, stock under stock major company 1 lakh 55,000 minor company 70,800. Note number 6 explanation. Next, note number 7, trade receivable debtors 1 lakh 20,000 major company 62,700 minor company. Total trade receivable 1 lakh 20,000 and 62,700. So next, note number 8, cash and cash equivalents. So cash at bank, note number cash at bank. So major company 1 lakh 5,000 minor company 52,500. Cash and cash equivalent 1 lakh 5,000 and 52,500. Next, the following further information is relevant. So first one, A, the creditors is major limited include rupees 20,000 were goods purchased from minor limited, on which the subsidiary company made a profit of rupees 5,000. Next, half of the goods sold as above were still included in the stock of major limited. Next, the general reserve of minor limited represents the balance as on 1/4/2015. The profit and loss account balance on 1/4/2015 was rupees 50,000, out of which a dividend at 10% was paid for the year 2015-16. Next, the machinery of minor limited is undervalued by rupees 25,000. Prepare the consolidated balance sheet of major limited and its subsidiary as on 31/3/2016. So this is the problem. Now let us see answer. Let us see solution of this problem. So I have to take first working note. We have to calculate first calculation of dividend. So 10% dividend on share capital, 10% dividend on share capital. You have to take share capital minor company 2 lakh 50,000. So I have to calculate it 2 lakh 50,000, 2 lakh 50,000. So 2 lakh 50,000 into 10 divided by 100 is equal to 25,000 rupees. It is a dividend. Next, note number 2 calculation here, calculation of free acquisition profit. So profit of S Limited and subsidiary company limited 1/4/2015. So there are 50. So there are 50,000 balance here. So there are 50,000 balance here. So here take it here. No, adjustment number C. There are 1/4/2015. There are balance is 50,000. You have to take 50,000 here for 50,000. So pre-acquisition profit less dividend 25,000. You have to take dividend is less because already there 10% dividend, 10% dividend. So less dividend. So you have to take 25,000 pre-acquisition profit. Next, calculation of post-acquisition profit. So here profit of S Company Limited in 31/3/2016. You have to take profit 2016. So I have to take 1 lakh 50,000. So here profit of pre-acquisition, say 1,50,000. 1,50,000 pre-acquisition profit as on 31/3/2016, 1,50,000 less pre-acquisition profit. Pre-acquisition profit means this one 2,25,000. You have to take 25,000. It is less. So 1,50,000 minus 25,000. You have to take 1,25,000 post acquisition profit. So next, calculation of unrealized profit. Creditors for goods. So closing stock is off. Half of a creditors for goods rupees. Off means so you have to take it off. Half of creditors you have to take. Calculation of unrealized profit. Creditors for goods rupees 20,000. So here 20,000. Here the creditors of Major Limited include 20,000 for good purchase from Minor Limited, on which subsidiary company made a profit 5,000. So I have to take it here. So creditor for goods 20,000. Closing stock is half of creditors for goods. Half of into 20,000 is equal to, so 10,000. So these 10,000 you have to take for goods 20,000. So for goods 20,000 is equal to profit 5,000. So 10,000 is equal to question mark. So for goods 20,000 is equal to 5,000, and if goods 10,000 is equal to question mark, you have to take it 10,000 into 5,000 divided by 20,000. You have to take 2,500 unrealized profit. So once again you have to take it here. Creditors for goods 20,000. Half of the goods of 20,000. Half of the goods means 20,000. 20,000 of 10,000. 10,000. So if goods is 20,000, there is that goods is 20,000. The profit is 5,000. While 10,000, if while there is a goods is 20,000, profit is 5,000. Where it means 10,000 goods. What is the profit? You have to take 2,500. It is the profit. It means, so I have to take, so 20,000 is equal to 5,000. So 10,000 is equal to question mark. So it is 20,000 into 5 cross multiplication. 10,000 cross multiplication. 10,000 into 5 divided by cross multiplication. Do it. So 20,000 in 10,000 into 5,000. So divided by 20,000, you have to take 2,500 unrealized profit. So intercompany debts rupees 20,000 is deducted from creditors and debtors. So this is the major aspects of the problem. So in next, sixth one, chart showing majority and minority interest. You have now calculated pre-acquisition profit, pre-acquisition share capital. So you have to take share capital of rupees. Yes, share capital of subsidiary company. So ratio 4:1. You have to take 4:, subsidiary company. So you have to take it first one. So 80% of the shares acquired means, so you have to take 2,50,000 into 80% divided by 100. Is equal to, so 80%, 2,50,000, 80 divided by 100. You have to take 2 lakh. Majority are holding company and minority company. 2 lakh minus 2 lakh, 2,50,000 minus 2 lakh is equal to minority company 50,000. It means, so you have to take 2,50,000 into 80% divided by 100 is equal to 2 lakh rupees come. So here take it 2 lakh rupees, and 2,50,000 minus 2 lakh, you have to take 50,000 here. Next, same ratio is 4:1. So 5 zeros cancel. 5 1 ja, 5 4 ja. You have to take 4:1 the ratio. Next, general reserve of subsidiary company or minor company. So you have to take free acquisition reserve. So you have to take free acquisition reserve means, So here free acquisition reserve 15,000, so you have to take it 15,000 free acquisition reserve, because it is reserve included in, so I have to take it adjustment. The general reserve of the minor company limited represents the balance on 1/4/2015. Before starting the business of a minor limited, you have to, there is a balance already reserve, so for that it is comes under only only free acquisition reserve or capital reserve. So this is 15,000, you have to take it 15,000 in 4:1, so 12,000 and 3,000 rupees. Next, post acquisition reserve, it is nil nil nil, there is no current year balance here, you have to take nil nil nil. Next, profit and loss account of a minor limited, so pre acquisition profit, so you have to take pre acquisition profit. So in this pre acquisition profit, so profit is my 1,50,000. So free acquisition profit you have to calculate it here. Free acquisition profit 25,000. You have to take it here 25,000. So 25,000 4:1 ratio for 20,000 and 5,000. So remain post acquisition profit you have to calculate it here. Post acquisition profit you have to take it here 1,25,000. So 1,25,000 4:1 you have to take 1,25,000 total majority 1 lakh rupees 4:1 ratio for 1,25,000 rupees minority or means minor company. So next, these are all added 4 items, you have to take 4,50,000 total. So majorities are added 3,32,000 total. So these are all 4 added 83,000 total. Next, add undervaluation of assets. So 4,15,000 plus added to 25,000, you have to 4,40,000. 3,32,000 plus 20,000 you have to add it 4:1 ratio, so I have to take 3,52,000. So next, 83,000 plus 5,000 added, so 88,000. So this is the minority. So this is the minority chart, this is the minority interest. Next, now let us see notes to accounts for consolidated balance sheet. Yes, first one, let us see notes to accounts. Note number 1, share capital of holding company. You have to take holding company shares 5 lakh, so I have to take 5 lakh here. 2,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each, you have to take preference shares rupees 2 lakh holding company. You have to only holding company, both are holding company. Equity share also holding company, this is also holding company. And under the question, you have to take question here 2 lakh plus 5 lakh plus 2 lakh, you have to take only holding company share capital. So I have to take holding 7 lakh rupees share capital. Note number 1. Next, note number 2, reserves and surplus. Under reserves and surplus, this is the very important aspects of the note. Capital reserve, only you have to take pre-acquisition profit and free acquisition reserve. Free acquisition profit, you have to see 4/5 share in the free acquisition reserve 12,000, you have to take it minority chart. So I have to 12,000 in this year. So this amount you will take here 12,000 free acquisition reserve, and for free acquisition profit you have to take free acquisition profit here holding company 20,000, you have to take this 20,000 take here. Next, add 4/5 share in undervaluation of assets. So I have to take 4/5 of undervaluation of this 20,000, you have to take it here. Total 52,000. Add 4/5 in dividend. So to 25,000. So I have to take 25,000. So I have to 20,000. 4/5 to 20,000 you have to take. So add 72,000. 20,000 add it, and 72,000 less deducted from goodwill 72,000, because whichever is higher, goodwill is higher or goodwill is more or capital reserve is more. First we have to see goodwill. So in this goodwill Cost of shares 4,25,000 less face value and shares acquired excess being goodwill 2 lakh rupees. It means cost of shares, so you have to see here 80% of the shares. Cost of shares 4,25,000 less face value and shares acquired. So I have to take here 2,50,000 means 10 rupees. 10 rupees means, so I have to 2,50,000 divided by, it means under this 2,50,000 80% shares means 2 lakh rupees. So I have to take 2 lakh here. So you have to take 2 lakh here. Total cost of shares you have to purchased from subsidiary company. Total shares acquired from subsidiary company of holding company. So 4,25,000 less face value of the shares 2 lakh rupees. It means 2,50,000 into 80 divided by 100. You have to do it. It comes 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh 4,25,000 minus 2 lakh. So I have to excess being goodwill 2,25,000 less capital reserve, whichever is higher. Capital reserve is more or 2,25,000 is more or 2,25,000 is more. So for that 72,000 less year. So year also same 72,000 less year, note number 2. So I have to take 72,000 less year. So it is deducted from contra 72,000 nil as per here also note number. So here also less capital deducted as per capital reserve 72,000 remain 2,25,000 minus 72,000, it is the 1,53,000. First, these two are very important notes. Next, general reserve of H Limited 3,50,000. You have to see general reserve of H Limited. So I have to take directly general reserve 3,50,000. Next, profit and loss of holding company 4/5 share in free acquisition, forced acquisition profit. You have to take forced acquisition profit. So forced acquisition profit is a holding company 12,000 forced acquisition profit. So it is take forced acquisition profit 1 lakh rupees. You have to take it 1 lakh here forced acquisition profit. Total profit and loss of HM 3 lakh rupees. In this 3 lakh you have to profit and loss account here 3 lakh rupees. So here profit and loss account, profit and loss of H Limited 3 lakh. So I have to take it here profit and loss account of 3 lakh this amount, and also add 4/5 shares in forced acquisition profit. So in this amount take it this amount. So 1 lakh 3 lakh plus 1 lakh is equal to 4 lakh. So here 4 lakh less transfer to dividend holding company shares 20,000 dividend. So dividend you have to take it this dividend also, this is dividend, where it is dividend 4/5 dividend to take it here 4/5 of the dividend. So in shares 20,000 you have to 72,000 transfer to dividend 20,000 of holding companies. So I have to 20,000. So I have to take 3,80,000. So 3,80,000 less unrealized profit. So I have to unrealized profit, there is a unrealized profit 2,500. You have to 2,500. So 3,77,500. This is the profit and loss account of a holding companies. So these are all, these two 3,50,000 plus 3,77,500 both are added 7,27,500 reserves and surplus. Next, note 3 minority interest. So I have to take 1/5 share in share capital. So 50,000 1/5 shares in free acquisition reserve 3 only free acquisition and free acquisition and free only free acquisition you have to take it here. So 1 by 5 shares in share capital 50,000, so I have to take it 50,000 here. So this column amount you have all about had it 88,000 rupees. Share capital in 50,000 and free shares in free acquisition reserve 3,000 and 1 by 5 shares in free acquisition profit 5,000 and shares in post acquisition profit 25,000 is equal to 83,000. Add 1 by 5 shares in undervaluation of asset 5,000, minority interest total 88,000. So I have to take same as it is minority chart column, chart column you have to put it note number third minority interest. Next, trade payables, note number fourth, trade payables sundry creditors holding company 70,000, you have to take trade payables. So I have to take trade payables. Where is the trade payables? Trade payables. So 70,000 and 60,000. So I have to take 70,000 and 60,000. So here, so sundry creditors holding company 70,000 and subsidiary company 65,000 according to question. Next, less intercompany debts, you have to take it intercompany debts. Less intercompany debts 20,000, you have to take it 20,000 less here 20,000. So you have to 20,000 1,35,000 less intercompany debts according to adjustment 20,000. So total trade payables 1,15,000. 1,15,000. Next, note number 5, tangible assets, machinery major limited 1,50,000, minor limited 1,09,000. So you have to take it 1,50,000, 1,09,000. So you have to 1,50,000 machinery 1,50,000, 1,09,000. So these two are added. So here you have to take here add it. So at 1,50,000, 1,09,000. Add undervaluation of assets. So undervaluation of assets it is take it. So here take it question undervaluation of assets in here. $25,000 add undervaluation of assets 25,000 you have to take it here. So there is an amount of undervaluation of assets 25,000. So you have to take it undervaluation of asset 25,000 you have to add it. So 2,59,000 plus 25,000 2,84,000. So total machinery. Land and building in major company, so 4,65,000 you have to 4,65,000 you have to take it. Land and building 4,65,000 plus 1,85,000 those two are added. So 4,65,000 plus 1,85,000 total 6,50,000. Tangible assets 9 lakh. So these two are added. Both two are 2,84,000 plus 6,50,000 9,34,000 you have to add it. Next, goodwill also explain. Cost of shares acquired 80% shares of acquired 4,25,000 rupees cost given from holding company less face value of and shares of shares acquired. So this amount is while coming. So 2,50,000 into 80 divided by 100. So I have to take it 2 lakh rupees. So 4,25,000 minus 2 lakh, you have 2,25,000 excess being goodwill. So less capital reserve, all problems this is compulsory. Capital reserve or goodwill is compulsory. So goodwill 72,000. So total 1,53,000. This is the value of goodwill. So total value of goodwill is note number 6 1,53,000. Next, note number 7. So stock of holding company 1,55,000 and subsidiary company 70,800. Total 2,25,800. You have to see problem. So stock. So stock means so here so 1,50,000 plus So this is the major company and minor company. 1,55,000 plus 70,800. You have to take it directly. So 2,25,800 less unrealized profit 2,500. It will calculate note number. So you have to take it note number. This one, this amount you have to take it here, less unrealized profit. Total 2,25,800 minus 2,500, 2,23,300. It is the inventories note number 7. Next, note number 8, trade receivable debtors, holding company 1,20,000 and subsidiary company 62,700. You have to take it. So see here question. So debtors, those 1,20,000 plus 62,700. So you have to take it, less intercompany debts, less intercompany debts 20,000 according to adjustments. You have to take it both side, debtors and creditors, you have to deduct it. So here, so these 20,000 you have to, in creditors and debtors you have to deduct it. So let less intercompany debts 20,000, so 1,62,700. This is the trade receivables note number 8. Next, note number 9, cash and cash equivalents. So cash at bank, holding company 1,05,000 and subsidiary company 1,52,500. You have to see question. So cash and cash equivalent 1,05,000 plus 52,500 total. So I have to take it here total. So 1,57,500 cash and cash equivalent note number 9. Now statement of assets and liabilities as on 31/3/2016. Particular note amount and total. So first one, equity and liabilities. First one, share capital, shareholders funds. So share under shareholders fund, share capital note number 1, total note number 1, 7 lakh. Next, share reserves and surplus. So note number 2, total 7,27,500. So total column, these two are added, 14,27,500 rupees. These two notes total. Next, minority interest note number 3, 88,000. You have to see note number 3. So next, 3, current liabilities note number 4, trade payables 1,50,000, 1,15,000 note number 4 total. So total asset, total equity and liabilities 16,30,500. And second one, assets. First one, non-current assets. So under non-current assets, first one, fixed asset note number 5. So 9,34,000 note number 5 total. Next, tangible assets. So next, intangible assets are goodwill. So note number 6, 1,53,000. So 1,53,000 total note number 6. So total these two are 9,34,000 plus 1,53,000. So this is 10,87,000. So these two are added and take it here. Next, 2, current assets, inventories note number 7. So 2,23,300 note number 7 total. Trade receivables note number 8, total 1,62,700. Cash and cash equivalent note number 9, total 1,57,500. These three are added, take it outer column here, 5,43,500. These two are added, 10,87,000 plus 5,000 for 5,43,500, total 16,30,500. So is total liabilities and total assets both are equal. So this is the consolidated balance sheet of holding company. So thank you.